So we're just coming onto a cushion. Perhaps put the ball in behind your back, and perhaps bring a cushion in behind your lower back so that your back is really supported. And it's a lovely way to lean back onto the ball. So make sure your bum is as close to the ball as you can, maybe a cushion in at your lower back. And if you want to drop your head back, you're going to need a cushion for behind your head as well, so that you don't end up struggling to breathe with your head looking up like this. Okay, so maybe a little cushion behind your head. And this is a lovely place to come to do a bit of breath work, to do some relaxation. And just allow the shoulders to open and feel the chest is nice and open here. And just relax the hands. You can take the hands onto your thighs. And let the eyes close over. Bring the tongue to the back of the top of your top teeth. So the lips can be slightly apart or just touching. And see, can you rest your tongue at the back of the top teeth? And the reason I say this is, it means we must breathe in and out through our nose. If that's not comfortable, by all means, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And either gaze at something in the distance or let the eyes close over. And follow the movement of that breath. And notice the temperature, the cool air arriving in through the nose and the warm air as it comes back out through the nose. And just visualize your posture here. So the crown of the head is pointing upwards. The spine is nice and long. Sit bones are connected onto the seat or cushion or mat. And the back is supported by the cushion and the ball. And just arrive back home, taking this special time to bond with you and baby, and to let go of the day. Let go of everything else around us and just come back home into ourselves. This very special time. And let's not try and be so serious. So can we just allow the corners of the mouth to lift slightly, bringing a smile over the face. Bring a smile across the heart. And visualize baby smiling at you. And then take hands to baby, to our bum, or you can leave the hands where they are, whichever is comfortable. Maybe we can feel some movement. Maybe baby's listening. Maybe baby's asleep. So just be with whatever is occurring right now. And then bring an attitude of gratitude for this gorgeous growing baby. And for the different phases of your pregnancy. So whether you're at week 20 or week 36, 38, be grateful to be right here, right now. And just connect to the movement of the breath. So as we breathe in, feel the belly moving outwards at the sides to the front. And so can you feel the upper back moving? So where you're connected to the ball. So the chest expands. And as you release and let go of that air, allow everything to soften. The tummy contracts, comes back in towards you. So even if you're in your 30th or 34th, 36th week, and you feel like you've no space to breathe, visualize a lining between your skin and baby. And that lining the whole way around, that's where we're breathing into. So we have that little bit of space to allow us to expand even more and to relax. Allow the shoulders to relax down. And then take 3 conscious breaths. Each breath in and out, we call it a breath. So breathing in and breathing out is 1. Breathing in deep, right down into the belly. And exhaling all the air out. And then set a little intention for your practice this evening. Maybe not to be so hard on yourself. Maybe to get a little bit of rest, a little bit of time out. And then bring some energy into your fingers, energy into your toes, and just stretch your legs out. Let the eyes open and stretch the legs out in front. Bend the knees, give them a little shake, a little wiggle. And then I just want to introduce you to that pelvic floor. So let's do a little bit of pelvic floor exercises as we're sitting here in this nice comfortable position. You can have the legs stretched out. You can bring them back in together if you wish to open up the hips, whatever feels right. But I want you to sit up nice and tall. So if you are lying back here, just come back up to a more upright position. And our perineum and our pelvic floor, as we said before, looks like this. So it's a cradle of muscles. And we have 3 openings: the back passage, the vagina, the middle, and then the front, where we pee from. So all of that is connected with muscles to keep it safe. So as we exhale in a normal everyday breath, we're going to contract our pelvic floor muscles, just tighten, squeeze, lift, draw them in and up. And as we breathe in, relax. Let those muscles completely relax. So it's as important to relax as it is to tighten and squeeze and contract. So like every muscle in the body, if we don't use it, we lose it. So think of your biceps, your triceps, your abdominals, your thighs, everything. All these muscles need to be activated to stay healthy and strong, including the perineum and the pelvic floor muscles. So when you're ready, we're just going to do normal breath in. Everything's relaxed down below. As we begin to breathe out, connect to the anal muscles, the vaginal muscles, the front muscles, the urethra, and hug everything in and squeeze. As we breathe in, relax. As we exhale, squeeze, tighten, lift. As we breathe in, relax. So keep going. We're going to do about 2 minutes of this. I have a clock on the laptop, yes. So we're going to do 2 minutes. Keep slowing down the breath. Keep squeezing, tightening, lifting. So visualize that pelvic floor moving, those muscles contracting and relaxing. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. Our jaw and our perineum are connected energetically. So relax that jaw. Stay with your breath. So maybe the mind is starting to wander off. The chattering of the mind, as we call it. Stay with your breath. You might even want to think of a lift. So imagine stepping into a lift in a hotel and moving up to the first floor, second floor, third floor. And then as you breathe in, lowering back down again. So that might be a good analogy to have. Just another 30 seconds. This exercise you will do generally in the hospital. Midwives will say to you, I want you to start activating your pelvic floor muscles a couple of hours after having the baby. So the more practice we do of this, the easier it is when it comes to after the baby is delivered. And we want to do this to get those muscles activated to keep ourselves from becoming incontinent. Okay, just let go of that and come back to your normal breath. You might feel a little bit achy in the back or a little bit achy in the front. It's quite normal because you're activating these muscles so they get tired. So let's just do 1 minute of contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, as fast as we can. So again, you're tightening, releasing, off you go. Really big squeeze and then let go. And just breathe as normally as you can here. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, and let go. Well done. Shake out the legs if they're not already out. Give them a little shake. Take a big reach. Inhale, bring the hands up over the head. Reach back on the ball. And exhale, come back down. And again, let's bring the toes up towards the sky. Inhale, bring the hands around us. Reach into those fingertips. Exhale, stretch all the way back down. Okay, let's open up both sides of the body. So press down with the right hand. Lift the left hand up and begin to lean over. Keep both sit bones pressed down into the seat. Really open up the whole side of the body, breathing. And exhale, come back. Let's try the other side. So inhale, lengthen upwards. As you begin to exhale, reach and lean over. Be careful with that neck. So keep the ear close to the head. The ear close to the head. The ear close to the arm. Take a big breath in and reach. And come on back. Good. Let's point and flex those ankle joints. So move those feet. Point and flex. Let's push into that imaginary wall with our hands. Bring our fingertips facing upwards and release the wrists. Point the toes and go the opposite way. Good. And again, release and up. And then draw circles into the wrists and into the ankles. So bring the two big toes together to kiss and around. See, can you bring the little piggy down onto the floor as you open up? You're going to feel this in your hips. So hands and feet, if you can, all the way around. And go the opposite way. Good. Nice. Okay. Shake out the arms and legs. Bring the 2 feet together, soles of the feet together. You can keep the ball there if you wish. It's nice to have the support of the ball. So just allow the knees to bounce up and down. So think of those lovely butterfly wings. So the soles of the feet are touching and they're even. What I mean by that is the 2 toes are in line. And let the knees bounce up and down. And it's important that we have nice openness in the hips. Daphne, I'm curious to wonder how the hips are from last week, or whether we have any pelvic girdle pain. They're good. I think I can see it come. Yeah, they're good. Okay. So just be careful when we're doing this if there's any aches or pains come out of it. And you can actually place your hands on your knees. So we're going to do a little Pnf stretching, it's called. So we're just going to push gently down on the knees and push up gently with the knees. So my knees are pushing up and my hands are pushing down. And sit up nice and tall and breathe. And we're going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands off. Place the hands underneath the knees. Okay. Push down with the knees and push up with the hands. So there's a little bit of conflict going on here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Take your hands back to your feet. Gently bounce up and down. Notice if they've opened up a little bit more. So doing that exercise, we begin to trick the muscles into opening a little bit more. We want to have nice open hips. Just rock from side to side gently. Good. And then help those knees come back. Take your hands underneath. Bring the 2 feet and the knees back together and walk your feet forward. Take your knees apart. Take your hands to the floor or to the mat and just move from side to side. So drop 2 knees down. Come on back and go to the other side. So you're really loosening out the ball and socket joint in the hip. You want to rotate as much as you can, going from side to side, dropping the knees where possible. Good. You should feel this right up into the hips. Okay, let's come over onto our hands and knees and start working into our lovely spine. So clear your mat. We're going to take our ball, our best friend. I'm full of cushions tonight. Okay, let's take our ball, come to a kneeling position. Just draw circles into the hips, just here kneeling. And we can do this. This is a lovely place to be. In between contractions, ladies, we need to shake things off. So when the contraction happens, you now know it's going to last for about 45 seconds to about a minute. And with the winter flow, that's about 4 or 5 breaths. So that's a nice way of looking at it. I just need to take 4 or 5 of these breaths and I'm going to get through my contractions. But after the contraction happens, you need to keep moving. You can move during the contractions, but there's lots of things you're going to do. Moving into the hips, moving into the back. So wherever there's tension, you need to shake it off. So what we're doing here now can easily be done standing as well. But we'll come back to that later. So just keep that in mind that you could be doing big circles into the hips. And then let's just loosen out the back. So come to a kneeling position. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, leaning forward onto that ball, looking down towards the mat. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release. 2 more. So breath and movement. And remember, you can do all these during labor with the winter flow as well. Just means that your exhale is going to be a lot longer. One more. And you should feel this across the shoulders. So this time we're going to just rock the ball from side to side. So notice how that feels. And you can keep the hands wide, or you can take the hands together and lean onto the ball. So do what feels right for you. So we're just starting to move into the arms, the shoulders, the back. It's just gently rocking from side to side. And then take the hands back onto the ball, and we're going to come into cat stretch. So again, the hands can be apart or on top of each other. Inhale, a flat back. Exhale, arch your back. It's really good for the lower back pain that we spoke about earlier. We're making space between the vertebrae. So inhale, flat back. Exhale, arch back. And as baby gets bigger, we have more weight on the front, so more pressure on the lower back. So we've got to be careful with the lower back. Exhale, see can you draw your belly button in? So we're still activating the abdominal muscles. So remember, the abdominal belt is getting lots of work with the winter flow as well. So that will help the lower back. So inhale, flat back. Exhale, arch, arch, arch as much as you can. Let's do two more. And then walk the hands onto the ball. Bring your ear onto the ball and just rock from side to side. You can open the knees a bit wider if you prefer. And still move into the hips here. Beginning to let go, relaxing down to the ball. Another big sigh out. And then turn your head the other side, onto the other ear. And remember, lots of nice exercises for the neck. So let's just come to hero pose if it's comfortable. Just sit onto the feet for a moment because we spoke about headaches. So we could have tightness in the shoulders and the neck. So a lovely one to do is just drop your ear to your shoulder. Stretch out that opposite arm and then relax it again. Just feel the length in the side of the neck. So you'll know if there's tension here because you'll feel it nipping. And then turn your head, turn your nose towards that right shoulder and see is there any more tightness in the neck. And just hold it there. And then drop your chin and your nose just a fraction so you can feel it any deeper in the neck. So if this feels quite tense, you can stay here for an awful lot longer. You can stay here for 2 minutes if you wanted to just really open up and lengthen into the neck. So take that right hand, bring it to your head, and help your heavy head back to the center. Just look over your shoulder, look to the right and look to the left. You can drop your chin towards your chest, roll the whole way around. And again, drop your chin to your chest, roll around to one shoulder. Let's do that once more, it's quite nice. Drop the chin to the chest and roll. Last time. And come back to the center. So drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Stretch out your right hand and then place it back down. And just let the head relax for a moment. Breathe into the neck space. And then begin to turn your nose towards your shoulder, just an inch or so, or maybe a millimeter, until you feel more tension in the neck. As you breathe in, imagine that space in the neck opening up, widening, releasing. And then drop your nose down a fraction as if you're looking down a bit towards baby. And see if you have any more tension there that you want to release. Take your left hand, bring it to your head. Help your head back. And then just slowly, gently move from side to side. And I'll be interested to know, Verena, at the end, if your neck felt tense doing that. And then we can stick out our head and drop our chin towards our chest. See how the back of the neck feels. Bring the head back to the center, open the mouth and just look up. And back to center. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Bring those shoulders up, bring your hands to your shoulders, and let's get the arms moving as well. So squeeze the elbows together, up and back and around. Good. Just loosening out the body, loosening out the shoulders. And then from here, take the knees out nice and wide. And just lengthen through the front of the body. So walking down like a tiger, walking through the grass, spread out those arms and come all the way down. And perhaps place a little pillow underneath the head. It also helps resting the neck. And make it comfortable. So you're expanding, relaxing into the hips. You're allowing the shoulders to walk forward. And make space between the ears and the shoulders as well. So you don't want to have the shoulders up around your ears. You want to make a little bit of space there. So when you get into this pose, breathe and just let go. Let the weight of the body fall down towards the floor. So our head is below our heart. Great place to be for stress relief, for headaches. So we're bringing fresh blood to the brain. Very safe place to be. You can also feel yourself breathing into the back quite well in this pose. So if you're finding yourself restricted in your breathing, it's a good pose to try to practice. In between your rib cage, you have little muscles called intercostal muscles. And in this pose, these intercostal muscles get a little workout because they have to expand and relax, making space for you to breathe. Feel the hips. And then gently, when you're ready, it's a lovely, lovely pose to stay in. You could stay here for 10 minutes if you wanted. Begin to slowly come back up. So walk the hands back in. So releasing tension in the hips. Bring the knees back in and come back into our tabletop position. And again, let's work into those hips and draw circles all the way around. So coming back, coming forward. Doing whatever feels good this evening, making space, loosening, softening. And then spread out the fingers. Knees are underneath your hips. And let's just begin to press into the toes. So curl the toes under. Draw baby in towards you. So lift that navel in and up. Draw baby in towards you. And just bring your tailbone back to the wall behind you. So just coming into a little downward facing dog. You can move the head. We don't have to stay here too long. We can come back down into tabletop. And then we can breathe out and come back into hare pose. We're going to try that once more. It's a great way to open up the back, and this time we're going to open up the legs. So take your time, come into your tabletop, curl the toes under, and press back Good. Bend the knees this time and just walk the dog. So straighten one leg, keep the other leg bent, excuse me, and then straighten the other leg and bend the other knee. So even if you just do it twice on each side, keep breathing. And the other side. And you can even come up into your high heels, 6-inch favorite shoes, imagine. And then come down onto your knees. And let's come into child's pose. So sit back onto the heels and bring the hands down towards the feet. And we're coming into this fetal position. It's called child's pose. Coming back home into our bodies again. And just bring your forehead onto the mat or onto the pillow. And just let yourself go here. So again, this is a lovely way to open up the back, to help the hips. Breathe any worries, fears, anxieties. Let the breath, let it go on the exhale. One more. So just feel the body softening, opening, relaxing. Good. And again, you could stay here for 5 or 10 minutes. So all these poses you can do in your own time when you feel you need to. Walk the hands back in, slowly come back up. Be mindful. And let's do a little bit of work into the hips. So come on to tabletop position. Take a hold of your ball. Take that foot forward. And just begin our little lunges, coming forward and back. So press down into that front foot, lunging forward. Drop your tailbone down. So notice your lower back here. So your tailbone is down, your back is nice and flat. So we're not sticking our bum out here. And perhaps reach to the sky with that hand. And again, inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, come back. And again, inhale, reach to the sky. Take the hand out in front. And on an inhale, just open out the arm. Just looking over that shoulder. Good, come on back, a little lunge. And again, inhale, open. And exhale, come back. Once more, just a little gentle open. And come back. Good. Stretch out that front leg. So come back up. Stretch out the front leg. Move into the ankle if it's feeling anyway stiff. And then breathe in. Reach up towards the sky. And lean forward towards your ankle. Now you can do this completely leaning in onto the ball. If you're feeling a little bit tired. Just feeling that stretch in the back of that leg. And again, breathe it away. Or if you prefer, you can take your hands down towards the floor. So make it comfortable or make it your own. Notice when you bring your toes up higher to the sky, you can feel the back of that leg. And release, come on back, change to the other side. Nice and back, coming into play. So opposite leg goes out in front. Lunge forward. This side so you can see. And just notice how that feels. You really want to feel it in that opposite hip flexor. Hopefully this is okay, Daphne. Turn forward. And then take the hand. When you're ready, reach, take a breath in. And exhale, come back. And again, inhaling, coming forward. Tailbones down, exhale, come back. Come to our little lunge, knee over ankle, and inhale, open. Just loosen up that shoulder, just look behind. Come back, so we're not doing a big twist, we're just opening the chest, the shoulder. Come back, one more, inhale. And exhale, come on back, good. Let's come back onto our knees. Sit back again, bring the hands onto the wall. And find a position that's good for you. Moving gently from side to side could be nice. Coming back down onto the floor could be your favorite. Leaning onto the ball, close the eyes. So it's important that we take this time out just to close the eyes, to let go, and to visualize what a beautiful, gentle breath we are going to have. We're going to be fully in control of this. A breath relaxed. The body's going to do exactly what it's meant to do. Remind ourselves that everything is okay. And then slowly come back onto your heels. Let's move the ball. Let's come down to a nice lying down position for our relaxation. We should feel that we've slowed everything down, that we're getting ready to get a deep relaxation going here. So lying on our left side, but if we can't stay on our left side, by all means move to the right. Get nice and comfortable. Take your pillows, take your blankets. I see a couple of big yawns falling out, so we're starting to unwind. So think oxytocin. How can I get that love hormone, that relaxation? Dim the lights, get our favorite blanket, our favorite scent. So maybe start thinking about your oils that you want to burn. Music. For me especially, I love music. So gentle music, again, to relax the body, to relax the mind. So just sit yourself up. And plenty of pillows. So in between the knees is a good place to start. Underneath the head. In between the arms, if we're finding the chest is sensitive. Beginning to let go. So just notice the weight of the body on the mat. Notice yourself beginning to relax deeper and deeper. And it's so easy to let your breathing be completely natural. And notice how easily and gently you're breathing in and breathing out. Slowly and comfortably. And as you relax more deeply, notice that your eyelids feel heavy. They start to close. And now give yourself permission to imagine a warm, unstoppable wave of complete relaxation, starting at the top of your head and beginning to wash comfortably down through your body. And as this wave moves and flows through every part of your body, notice how each part becomes completely limp and relaxed. Your forehead becomes completely smooth as it totally relaxes. Notice the muscles around your eyes as they soften. They really start to let go. Now your chest begins to relax. Your mouth, your lips, and your tongue is gently placed behind the lower teeth. And the muscles of your jaw soften and let go. And enjoy this release. And this relaxing wave flows on through your neck, relaxing down around the shoulders. And notice now that feeling of warmth and ease washes down your arms, elbows, wrists, hands, relaxing every point as it flows from your shoulders down, down, right down to the fingers. Notice the palm of the hands, the heat, the energy that you've created. Notice the left hand, the thumb, the first finger, second finger, third finger, and the little baby finger. The whole left arm and hand relaxed. And then begin to notice the right arm, the right wrist, down to the right hand. The heat in that right hand. The thumb of the right hand, the first finger, the second finger, third, and the little baby finger. Take a big, deep breath in here. And let that breath go and allow yourself to fall deeper into the earth, into the mat. And that beautiful wave coming gently on through your chest, relaxing everything through your stomach, gently soothing the muscles, the abdominal muscles, the muscles of your pelvic area. Allow them to relax. Just the same way you will when you give birth to your baby. So reflecting that soft relaxation in your jaw and the pelvis. Notice all around the hips, the buttocks, the thighs, letting go. And visualize the left leg coming down to the knee, the front and the back of the thigh, the front and the back of the knee, the lower leg, the ankle, the foot, the sole of the foot, the whole left leg deeper into relaxation. And then notice the right hip, the right butt cheek, the front and back of the thigh, front and back of the knee, down the lower leg, down to the ankle, down to the foot, the front of the foot, the sole of the foot. And visualize that surge of relaxation down at the feet, further down. The feeling of well-being, allowing you to go deeper and deeper. Finding both legs and both arms completely relaxed. Visualize the surging like the sea. It laps at the very tips of your toes, making both legs completely relaxed. And now imagine yourself completely relaxed, sitting in the most beautiful place, your favorite place. Maybe it's in the countryside. Maybe you have a favorite place beside the sea or on a beach. Maybe it's a place that you've been to before on holidays. So I invite you to go to that place now, sitting comfortably, perhaps on a bench, perhaps lying on the grass, maybe even on a favorite picnic blanket. And feeling totally relaxed and expansive, so comfortable. And allow yourself to look around you slowly and take it in. The colors, perhaps the vibrant colors, the green grass, the different colored flowers. Perhaps turquoise, clean, clear sea. Perhaps the soft golden sand. Wherever this beautiful place is, bring yourself there now. Notice the temperature there. Perhaps the sun is just kissing your skin. Perhaps there's blue, beautiful blue sky above. Take a big, deep breath in here. Sensing the smell, perhaps of the ocean. the smell of fresh cut grass, perhaps the smell of fresh baked bread. Whatever it is, take it back with you now, looking all around you. Feeling even more comfortable and at ease. Perhaps this is a time to be on your own, to relax. Perhaps this is time to have that favorite person with you, somebody you love and somebody who loves you. So take your time here now to visualize this place, perhaps this person, or maybe it's your favorite pet. Notice your breath has become deeper and calmer. A feeling of calmness, peace, and that feeling of well-being. Feeling in harmony with your body, your baby, your surroundings. A calmness that we will connect to throughout pregnancy and during the birth of our beautiful baby. The breathing becomes even more and more effortless and gentle. Your muscles are loose, and your body and mind are at ease. And now you know all is well. You know that your labor and birth are a completely natural process in the way nature intended. And you carry within you the memory of this wonderful relaxation, this experience. And you can always go back to this place at any time you need to feel calm and relaxed. And notice that this has been a very pleasant, relaxed experience. And as you begin to bring your awareness back home into the body, back into the room, you begin waking at the right time, refreshed, relaxed, and joyful, with confidence and trust in your body and trusting your baby to arrive naturally, gently, and calmly when baby is ready. And if you would like to come back to a state of alertness, then follow my instructions and allow the energy to easily and naturally flow back into your body. If you prefer to stay here for a little bit longer, just ignore my voice and take time out to stay for longer. So begin to notice your breath once more as you start to come back into your body. Begin to notice your fingers and your toes, becoming aware of your body. And perhaps wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, and taking a nice stretch. So in your own time, stretch the arms, the legs, the jaw, open and close the mouth. And just notice how you feel. And when you're ready, you can press down the outer hand, your right hand, onto the floor in front of you. Push yourself back up and we'll close off together. But if you prefer to stay here for a little bit longer, please do. Take as much time as you need. Just notice how you feel. We'll take our hands to our heart center and we'll close off gently. Think of all those things you're most grateful for. Have a lovely, lovely evening, ladies. Namaste.